There are so many words which have been said today. There'll be many that will be said in the next couple of hours and the next few days. There are big problems that we need to deal with and adult conversations that need to be had. There is going to be some distressing footage, but there is also going to be some confronting truths that we will deal with. But before I begin our 2 hours together as we try to process how Australia has changed, how it has changed forever, I wanted to take literally the first minute of the program in silent tribute to the people who have been murdered, who have been taken, whose future has been robbed. We will not be identifying, we will not be showing you footage of the people responsible. My focus is on the strength and love the entire country has for all 15 souls that are no longer with us. We do not know all of their names or have all of their photos. We know the story of Matilda, the little 10-year-old. We know the story of Alex, the man who had survived the Holocaust. We know the stories of religious figures like rabbis from near and far. A bloke who was well known and a former police officer who was a legend around the Randwick Rugby Union Club. Their stories are our endless emotional focus. Their families that have been changed forever are always in our thoughts. In the past hour, as you have seen, there has been a vigil which has taken place. They have continued to gather throughout the day and they stand as the night takes over. A place that is synonymous with an Australian lifestyle that has been shattered by the events of what took place yesterday. A rabbi was leading part of the vigils in defiance. His words are deeply important, and those applause that you may well have heard in the background was at times for what was being said by guests who were on our air, and there was also a reaction to what the rabbi was saying. All day people have been laying flowers from the dawn when people would normally go swimming in something like Bondi Beach to now when the nightlife would be pumping even on a Monday night. Now, you know that all of our major cities have sort of cities within cities. The eastern suburbs is a city within Sydney. Bondi is the capital of it. It's a place that is known worldwide, but of course is home. It was home to almost all of the victims in and around that area, and from little girls to old men. These bastards have taken life. Again, tonight we will discuss difficult questions. We will have people who will offer many answers. There are some new comments from the Prime Minister that do raise an eyebrow. We'll get to that all very shortly. But here's some of the everyday people who were arriving to pay tribute and have laid their flowers amongst that beautiful arrangement outside of the Bondi Pavilion, which is essentially in the heart of the beach. This had happened in a playground a couple of 100 metres away.
It's just heartbreaking to see how such a horrifying act can take place, you know, so close to home and on our doorstep.
This is absolutely devastating that this could happen. We've lost some incredible human beings.
And today, walking around Bondi, it's exactly like what October 8th felt like. It was eerie, it was quiet.
Now, I've been thinking about this all day. And I've been thinking about that, say, 25 years ago, when the modern Western world became confronted with those who believed that taking innocent life was somehow some sort of offering to a bastardised version of their religion. What scared us all then, as we were sitting on the other side of the world watching the towers fall, the plane into the Pentagon, or of course the plane that the passengers helped take down in Pennsylvania, and Australians died on that day. We were all freaked out by the idea that anything was a target and everything could be a weapon. The idea immediately after it was to fortify all of the national symbols. In places like Sydney, it was to have guards on the Harbour Bridge. When major sporting events would take place, like the Boxing Day Test, extra police and extra scanning would take place because our fear was that the targets would be huge national symbols. In the 25 years that we have been talking in Australia about terrorism, we have seen it on buses in London. We have seen it in the nightclubs of Bali, later the beaches of Bali. We've seen it ripple in lots of different directions, but this is here. What we feared for 25 years, that it was the big and the epic events that would be targeted. And yes, for the past 25 years, all of our authorities have done a wonderful job in making sure that when there have been plots, and there have been plots, for such spectacular attacks, we continue to live our lives, and at this time of year, going to things like carols by candlelight, or of course for the Jewish community, the days of Hanukkah. To do so at a beach in Broome, far north Queensland, or near the 12 Apostles in Victoria is something that we just expect to be there. Yet these bastards tried to change that. What, of course, they must never be able to change is our ability to unite wherever the hell we want, to walk wherever the hell we want, to gather in faith or family or friends or by ourselves or just go and have a damn ice cream. When it is deemed appropriate to do so, if you're in Sydney, go to Bondi Beach. If you're in Sydney, go and have coffee in the cafes. Return and make this place as vibrant as it was in the second before the shots rang out. That's what we can do to reclaim a space. But we also have to make sure that the leaders who lead us see with clarity what the leaders 25 years ago saw, which was a need to find any part of those who seek to radicalise, weaponise, or celebrate acts of hate in the name of faith. It is not acceptable anywhere in the world, but because this is our bit of the world, it is unacceptable here. This is not about Israel. This is not about Palestine. This is not about the events of October the 7th or the 2 years after over there. This is about here. And like you, I hate that we are sitting here at this time, looking at the pictures that we are looking at, hearing the screams, but we can't look away. Like many of you, I have been frustrated watching politicians who react differently in 2025 than our leaders did in 2001. In 2001, there was a visceral anger in our leadership that this would not be tolerated. And while obviously every leader is not seeking to tolerate or to minimise, but they do seem to have a lack of purpose about how to respond here. Because many, rather than saying, if you are part of this, if you aid this, if you support this, then we will get you, the message has changed over the past 25 years. This is often what leaders said today.
The community is in grief, the community is mourning. We need calm.
This is a moment for national unity.
But in all of this evil, in all of this sadness, there are still wonderful, brave Australians that are prepared to risk their lives to help a complete stranger.
All Australians stand together against that attack.
And while these politicians find their ways to say that these are about moments of unity as opposed to moments of being reminded of the ever-present threat that some who live amongst us celebrate, foster, and in this occasion carry out, I thought perhaps an example of the leadership comes from some of the community members in the very suburb where the father and son had come from, a place called Bondi Beach, Western Sydney, a place that is more diverse than any boardroom, more diverse than any parliament. But have a listen to what the people of Bondi Beach said today about their country and about what they thought about someone of their own suburb, a suburb they love because it is Australia, committing what we have all seen echo around the world.
It's terrible. It's tragic. Yeah. Like, all I could say is really, like, how can we let this pass? How can we let this through? 6 licensed guns. Like, how?
This is the government's fault too. The government should know exactly what's going on. It happened second time. So people doesn't understand. Whatever happened out there, wherever you're coming from, it stays there, not this country.
It's really scary. Australia used to be a safe country, and now it just feels really uneasy. And, if you're going to be like that, take it back to your own country. We all came to Australia. I'm from a different country as well. We all came to Australia for a better life.
These are the people who can see the black and white of an issue, and those who I hope government realise are the ones who are demanding action.